T's RC Need for Speed. We are back at Fairbury, obviously, not at the shop. Long time no see. We have Chase Holland again.
How's it going?
Pretty good. It's been a minute, 2-3 years maybe. So, got some more questions. 2024 season is wrapping up. You have a few highlights or memorable moments that you've had this season?
Yes, sir. Probably one of our most memorable is going to be winning the first crate late model race of our career at Swainsboro. One of our biggest sponsors, Industrial Dock and Door, Mr. Ted and Miss Shannon, was there to witness it. So we were really thankful for that opportunity to do that, as well as driving for Mr. Jason Nices with Champion Commercial HVAC. So that's probably our most memorable one so far.
Heck yeah, that's still a pretty new class for you, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You made your way up in Illinois and Northern Territory a little more recently. So, what do you think up here with Illinois compared to down where you're from, obviously Mississippi?
I love it up here. Like if I could move up here, I would. Like, I enjoy racing up here so much more than where I'm from. It's just you can race 3 or 4 nights a week within 2 hours of each other up here versus at home where we race once or twice every 2 weeks.
Yeah, what do you think of the competition? Is it a little bit tighter up here? You get a little bit more close racing, I guess?
Definitely. I feel like at home, I think we race, and then we show up here and we're like, no, this is racing. Like, the competition is very stout all the way throughout the field. You know, if 15 guys show up, any one of those 15 can win up here.
So you obviously started getting into a new car with the crate late model, and late model and mod obviously very different. Are there any takeaways you have from either car that helped you in either way?
Certainly. You know, like the modified, you got to drive like your hair's on fire, and then the crate late model, you got to drive very smooth. But what I've taken away from both of them is, like, I've naturally wanted a tighter modified from crate racing because the cars have so much more traction. So when I get in my modified, it seems super free. So we've been able to tighten up a lot more.
Well, can fans possibly expect to see you in the next year or two, maybe in an open late model?
That's definitely our dream. We've had a couple of offers to drive a super late model and start our own super late model team, but it just it hasn't come forth yet. It's super expensive, and it's an expensive thing to go and learn every weekend. You know, compared to this stuff, it's a lot more forgiving on the pocketbook compared to super racing.
So now we're going to move into a segment now that we are going to call the Big Three while we're here at Fairbury. So, who are 3 racers, past or present, that you would like to meet?
Probably Kyle Larson's going to be one of them. I think the world of him. He's a for sure wheel man. And then I don't know. Past that, in the modified world, I don't know. That's a tricky one. Probably Nick Hoffman. I'd like to talk to him. He seems very knowledgeable and he's got his stuff going really well. So I'd be interested to meet him. And then I don't know. That's just the only 2 I can come up with.
So obviously it's racing. It takes up a lot of time. If you weren't racing, what would you end up doing with your time?
So I went to trade school fresh out of high school to be a manual machinist, and I've got a little bit of CNC machining in my background. So if I wasn't racing as much as we do, I'd definitely be some sort of machinist.
Obviously, we're at Fairbury. I like to think it's a pretty good track.
Certainly.
So let's put you in a situation here. You're racing. You got 5 laps to go. You're in second place. If you had to pull a move to go from second to first, like you would you prefer to go and take it right around the tires on the bottom, or would you prefer just to hammer it and put it up on the wall?
Hammer it and put it on the boards for sure. For sure. But I'll take it however I can get it.
Then just to finish up, is there anybody you'd like to recognize just in the career in general, I guess?
Certainly. I'd like to thank the good Lord first and foremost for putting us here, and then I'd definitely like to thank my family for all the sacrifices they make weekly for us to be able to do what we get to love to do. And then definitely Mr. Ted and Miss Shannon for everything that they've done. I wouldn't be here today without them. And Mr. Jason Nices with Champion Commercial HVAC, and then Mr. Eddie and Miss Britta with West Trucking, as well as there's several others, but everybody along the sides of our race cars, as well as the people that try to stay behind the scenes. They know who they are, but there's a lot of people that makes this go around.
And then just one more time, would you like to give our viewers what your channel is? Because I know you have a YouTube channel. I check it out frequently.
Well, thank you guys. Yeah, it's if you haven't already, you can check it out. Chase Holland Racing on pretty much every social media platform. We do weekly YouTube videos, as well as we try to post pretty frequently on TikTok. We've got a Patreon channel, and we keep everybody up to date on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Busy weekend. Thank you for tuning in to PT's RC Need for Speed.